So you want to know what it is like to live in Spain with you being Latino, African American, Asian, or just plain white? Stay around. I'll tell you all about it. What up, people? Welcome back to Sway Vlogs. It's your boy Sway coming at you with another video. Now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about what it's like to live here in Spain, being as a different race. For example, I'm Latino. You guys already see me. I already told you in other videos. My mom's from Mexico. My dad's from Guatemala. I'm Latino descent. I grew up in the United States. My wife is Latino descent. My kids have Latino blood in them. And I have friends that visit me here who are Latinos and stuff like that. And I want to share with you guys what it is like to live as a Latino in Spain. Now, before we go into that, I lived as a Latino in the US. And that's already hard enough to say, because I grew up with the names of wetback, beaner, illegal, you name it, all kinds of these names that I grew up with in high school or middle school. People always being racist because you are Latino, because they think of you as a bad person, because good old Mr. Trump, our former president of the United States, even said that, oh, Mexico's sending all their traffickers and drug dealers and bad people and blah, blah, blah. And people have always thought that. He just voiced it out in public, but people have always thought that us Latinos are the worst to come into the States. We're leech off the government of the country. We live off welfare. We pile up 7 people in one apartment, and we're popping out kids like popcorn, and they think the worst of us. And yes, sadly, in some parts of the states, which I'm not going to name, states or anything like that, but some parts of the states have that bad, I guess, like persona, that bad, how do you call it? Reputation. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Bad reputation of having that for Latinos, but not all Latinos are like that, I remember growing up in the States as a Latino, and I grew up in this little small town. I would have the sheriff of the town, follow me as I was walking from my house to the school, because I was the only Latino there. And they thought, oh my God, this dude's going to do something. He's going to tag up somewhere. He's going to rob someplace or something, which I was barely going to elementary school. And this happened. And I can still vividly remember that this happened in Harrisburg, Oregon. I had the sheriff follow me to our school. But hey, if you're watching, Mr. Sheriff, thank you. Thank you for following me. And if you're watching now, you can hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified when I drop the latest and the greatest, because I make videos here talking about my lifestyle in Spain. Anyways, now, being a Latino in Spain, woo-hoo-wee, that's another story, good and bad. Good because some of you people look at you as an exotic person, like, oh my God, Latino, where you from? Like they automatically like categorize you or label you as South American, because most of the people that move to Spain are South Americans. Rarely you see people from Mexico, from Central America moving to Spain. Mostly as Venezuelans, Colombians, Ecuadorians, is that how you say the name? Ecuadorianos, Brazilians, Argentinians, Chileans, you name it. Those people are moving to Spain. And so the first time they see you, they think that, oh, what part from Venezuela are you from? What part from Colombia are you from? And I'm like, yo, homie, I ain't from there. I'm from Mexico, but I grew up in the States. And then when they see you and they hear you talking in Spanish, they ask you like, hey, where's your accent from? Your accent don't sound anything that we know of, because of course to them, a Mexican should sound like this. ¿Qué pasó, mijo? ¿Qué hora, güey? Tírale, chales, mano. That's how like a Mexican should sound for them. We don't all sound like that. And so when they hear me saying words like, hola, buenas tardes, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es José Velázquez. Mira, tengo una pregunta. Si voy al sitio del juzgado y necesito llevar este papel, necesito llevar estas cosas que necesito, ¿qué necesito llevar? Like, they hear me in that accent and they're like, whoa, where you from? Where's this dude from? And then all of a sudden they hear me switch to English or Spanglish, and then they're just like, what in the name of the Lord Jesus, what happened? Whoa, hey, whoa. Your face, your color does not match your tongue, my man. What sorcery is this? What witchcraft is this? And then that's where the treatment changes. As soon as my language switches from Spanish to English, all of a sudden I'm God mode. All of a sudden I am Mr. Yankee, I'm Mr. American, El Gringo, and they want to treat me different and talk to me different and get closer to me and ask me why I chose Spain, why I'm living in Spain. What's the idea of living in Spain? Am I investing in Spain? Am I going to stay here forever? Am I want to move back to the States? And all this crazy stuff. And I'm just like, bro, couple minutes ago, you treated me different because you heard me talking in Spanish and because the color of my skin. But all of a sudden, I switched from Spanish to English, and all of a sudden, I am God mode now. So, to people that are watching this video, if you're a Latino descent, African American descent, Asian, oh God, I'm not even gonna get into Asians, bro. That's another whole level. But Asians, you guys have it worse than us Latino. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Especially sadly because of this whole coronavirus thing, it's gotten worse for you guys. But that's another thing. My God, I'm not even gonna get into Russians, bro. Russians have it bad now, but again, that's another story, another time. And if you're Latino, African American, etc., what I was going to say is you're gonna have it difficult at times because people will treat you different. Unless you're going to like a bigger city where there's more multicultural, there's more like diversity. You'll just be another bean in the rice. You just be like, whatever, just another person, no big deal. But if you go to a smaller place, you will have to deal with that. Now, if you're watching this and you're Mr. Blue Eyes, blonde hair, fair skin, white, and whatever, you name it, and you're just this amazing looking American white boy, white girl, whatever. Not I want some racist, I'm just letting you know. You will automatically be categorized as the tourist, as El Gringo, as Mr. Yankee, Mrs. Yankee, and you'll be treated different right off the bat because they'll look at you like, and the first thing is like, as soon as you sit down on the table, they'll be like, excuse me, Espanol? No? English? Yes, I can help you. Can I help you? Their English here sucks too. Well, that's another story. But living as a Latino here in Spain, you will notice and you won't have to deal with some racism, which is you should be adjusted to it if you're coming from the States. I mean, come on, in the States, we live with that every single day, especially now with the Karens, especially after Trump was president, especially with all this crazy stuff. But if you're coming to Spain and you are colored, just leave it at that. You will be treated different. If you're not colored, you won't. Again, I could be wrong. So in the comments, leave me your opinion or leave me your experience or things that you lived. If you're colored or if you're white or if whatever, in the comments, let me know like, yo, my man, you're wrong in that area because I was white and I got treated this way or et cetera, et cetera. Or maybe I'm wrong the other way. Maybe you're probably thinking I was African American and I got treated different, and et cetera, et cetera. But let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, and you want to learn more about like what it is to live here in Spain or just all over Europe and stuff, well, mostly Spain because I live in Spain, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified when I drop the latest and the greatest. Follow me on all my socials. And also remember, if you're thinking about moving to Spain and you want help moving to Spain, you want somebody to help you with the research of moving and transitioning to Spain, go ahead and shoot me an email. My email is on the description. We can get in touch and we can talk about how we can help you transition from wherever it is you're watching this video to Spain. Remember that email is also on the description. And then I'm going to leave this here. You guys, I have a Twitch channel. Would you mind please following me on the Twitch channel? It's also in the description. Come on, this doesn't hurt. When I'm going to be streaming, not just video games. Like, I don't want you guys to think, like, oh, my dude is on Twitch. He's going to be streaming video games. No, I'm going to be streaming all kinds of stuff. Some days I might even be streaming stuff about Spain. So you need to get in there and just follow me on Twitch. It ain't that hard. And if you're here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. Hasta la vista, baby. Peace.